Hey, if you wanted to know about the AI powered loan officer and what part two has in store, you're listening to the right episode. Let me stop you here. If you did not listen to part one, go back to the previous episode. Before this one, Chris Johnstone and myself did a podcast called the AI powered loan officer part one. You got to hear how AI is literally going to and currently changing the landscape in the mortgage industry, and it's not as hard as you think because Chris and his team has done all of the work to implement how AI can help you convert more of what you've already got without going to get even more business. I'm excited to have my good friend Chris Johnstone back. What's up, my man?
Steve, great to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Hey, I got to tell you, we've known each other for several years. You've been a friend of the Marketing Animals for over 15 years, and you know the Mortgage Marketing Animals daily success plan through and through. But you couple that with your genius ability in AI. You have been on the forefront. You're with some of the greatest thought leaders when it comes to AI and sales and converting and how to drive traffic. You're really a traffic driver and converter that's now using AI to help loan officers close even more. And I got to tell you, we're excited to have you here and on the podcast because today you're going to finish up part two of what you started last week. I heard you talk about this at our Freedom Club presentation in Tampa just a few weeks ago. What a powerful presentation. I know so many of our top tier Freedom Club members were saying, I am thrilled that we get access to this because this is going to help us close even more loans without making cold calls and doing more because we've got AI and the power of AI working for us. So, Chris, let's dive into part two of the AI powered loan officer, man. Let's do it, brother.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so takeaway number one from the last episode was there's two loan officers that are going to exist in the future. AI is moving so quick. There's going to be AI powered loan officers, and then there are going to be loan officers that are trying to catch those AI powered loan officers. That's takeaway
I
number one.
believe that.
Those of you that take action today, and even just that one little step every single day, 10, 15 minutes
Yeah.
of training like this, resources like this, and taking steps to lean in can put a huge advantage in your corner. Takeaway number two was that communication and conversion on leads in today's marketplace has to be instant. We went over a study that was published in the Harvard Business Review that
Yep.
shows if you convert your leads within the first 5 minutes, if there's a message that goes out in the first 5 minutes, dramatically increase your conversion on your follow-ups. And then if you have at least 6 contact points, you will convert 90% more of the
Mm.
leads that you have and definitely outwork your competition. And we showed how AI can actually automate both of those processes for you. And today's episode, I want to share just a quick little story from my background, Steve, and share just how AI has had a massive transformation. But AI and the fact that only the listeners of this podcast are going to get this golden nugget right here. So, I've been in the mortgage industry and marketing for 15 years. And a lot of people will know me as the online traffic guy because we were very good at driving lead gen. So, Facebook, Google, that sort of thing. And organic leads from Google are incredibly powerful. If you can rank on the 3 pack and get ratings and reviews from your past customers and get people to call you from the front page of Google, I mean, we're seeing some of our customers convert 15 to sometimes 20% of those phone calls actually funding into deals. That is inbound. Almost all other lead gen in the mortgage industry is outbound. It's chasing. It's
Yeah.
buying a lead and then chasing that person.
Yeah.
I lived in that world. And that's why we have concierge agents and why I was so big on AI. When it first came out, I was a very early adopter because the problem that I was looking to solve was how do I take all of these leads and automate the conversations? How do I get AI bots to call these people and scrub out all the bad leads so that we've only got the good ones? And then our relationship with the mortgage marketing animals really kind of was blossoming at that time. And I ended up having a conversation. Um, Actually, one of the conversations was with you, and one of the conversations with Carl. And all of the results that just keep coming out of the
Mm.
mortgage marketing animals consistently, year over year, year after year, doesn't matter what market conditions are doing. Everybody that does the daily success plan and actually makes the phone calls makes dramatic increases in their business, and closes more loans. And so I had this aha moment of like, why am I taking all of this time, energy, and focus to apply these tools to the lowest quality leads that I shouldn't even be dealing with in the first place? Why aren't we going to the database,
Mm.
going to a qualified list of referral partners? Why aren't
Yes.
we leveraging this on our pre-approvals? And when we made that shift
Yeah,
and we started applying what we had learned on cold lead gen to all of the really powerful sources, everything changed.
man. I love it.
And that's what we're doing. We're taking the proven successes of mortgage marketing animals, your scripts, which are game changing, and applying artificial intelligence to them, because the only thing that stops people from being successful with the daily success plan, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is the fact that they don't pick up the phone and actually do it.
Mm.
And we're bridging that gap with AI now, which leads us to takeaway number 3. Phone calls plus omni-channel plus automation
Mm.
equals transformation.
Mm.
And that is the key, because email open rates, which is how most people are still communicating with their database, are dropping. The results from email marketing are dropping because there is more and more email just cluttering up people's lives. They're just non-responsive. The
Yeah.
average, not just open rate, like in financial services, open rates are about 30%, but response rates are less than 1%, the actual clicks and people that you bring through. So if you're focusing on just email, you might get, like if you're an absolute rock star, you might get a 5% response from email. So that means if you've got 100 past customers that you're reaching out to with your database plan and you're just emailing, you're going to get a 5% response rate. That's 5 people per 100. Well, if you add texting to that,
Yeah.
texting increases those by 25%. Do you see that in your business?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. 100%. Well, and for those of you who are listening, you can also go to the YouTube that we have at the Mortgage Marketing Animals and look for the AI powered loan officer episode 2, and you'll be able to see the PowerPoints that Chris is up here. But man, I 100% agree. 5% for email, 25% text. Dude, 100%. People respond to text. Emails tend to get cluttered. And then when you couple it with the phone calls, man, it's a game over, brother.
That's right. That is absolutely. And we're starting to implement DMs in here as
Yeah.
well, because AI can now, if people respond in Facebook Messenger, it can put that into your CRM and respond and have that conversation via DM as well. But even
I
if we
love
take
it.
just email, text, and phone, we
Yeah.
combine all 3 of them, we got a 55% response rate compared to 5%. Now,
Wow. Yeah.
I'm huge on math because we run a service called the concierge, and it has opened my eyes to the fact that if you make more phone calls, you will talk to more people. If you talk to more people, you will book more appointments. If you book more appointments, you will close more loans.
That's it.
It's math. And so when you take a power dialer and you bolt that on top of what I call omni-channel marketing, which is emails and text messages and phone messages and messenger messages, and you're getting 55% response rates on the people that you're reaching out to, and you use a power dialer rather than traditional phone methods, and you can call 4 times as many people on the top of the funnel to put them into this funnel, it totally transforms your results. So
Yeah.
what I've got on the screen here is an actual screenshot that I took of our concierge dashboard. So our concierge agents book an average of 5 qualified appointments per day per concierge. So that's, we get a qualified list of realtors, we're making the phone calls to those people, or we're calling past customer databases, or we're calling pre-approvals and then getting referrals from the pre-approvals. So you can see here, on a day, this concierge agent made 116 phone calls, 113 phone calls the next day, 124 phone calls the next day, 116 the next day, 121 the next day. That was their week. They made 590 phone calls that week.
Yeah.
On average, they talk to 15% of those people that they reach out to, right? That's 91 phone conversations in a week, 16 to 20 conversations per day,
A day.
roughly,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're booking 44% of those conversations to an actual
Wow.
appointment that week. That's
Yeah.
40 appointments in 1 week. If we take the monthly numbers, that's 2,439 phone calls, 356 conversations, and 115 qualified booked appointments in the month. Now, the reason why I really wanted to have this on the screen is because look at the next concierge agent. They booked 121 appointments in the month. The next concierge agent booked 90. The
Mm-hmm.
next concierge agent is only part-time. They're calling half the amount of time. They booked 65 appointments. Let's see, half the time, half the contacts, half the appointments. Well, isn't it funny how that works, right? So we know that if you take artificial intelligence and you apply it to your conversations so that you can have conversations at scale, you don't have to be limited to the amount of contacts. You can work your entire past customer database. You can work a list of qualified referral partners that's 4 times the size and actually work less and filter less conversations.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
that's huge, man.
So that brings us to the DSP works when you work it, and AI makes sure that it happens every single day, every single week, like clockwork, so that even if you have a bad day or you show up and man, the phone is just a little bit heavier than it was yesterday, you're not attending call stars, whatever it is, you just don't have that extra tailwind behind you to get you motivated and supported. Sometimes, let's face it, most of the time, calls don't get made if
Yeah.
you don't have that support community around you. But AI comes in and does that heavy lifting for you. There's no objections, there's no feelings, it just works. So we've created a CRM that has the best of the mortgage marketing animals and the daily success plan, your scripts, your trainings, and we've powered it by artificial intelligence.
Love it.
So all of the different low-hanging fruit that you have in your mortgage business, there's now these funnels. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I have one of these campaigns pulled up on the screen. For those of you listening along, what happens is you have a campaign specific to one of the lead sources that you have in your business. And we have different ones for each of the different lead pathways. So your past customers, your pre-approved and lookings, your old referral partners that have sent you business in the past, but that you're not reaching out to, your qualified list of realtors, all of the other referral partners, financial planners, investment advisors, all of them. They each have a different funnel. But this funnel works where you take the contacts, you dump them into the top, they get assigned to a user, and then the proven campaign kicks off. So it sends the email, starts with an email or a text message, and then it waits and it says, did the customer reply? Well, if they didn't reply, it says, okay, great, sends them another message, right? Waits on a timer. And if they don't respond again, there's another message that goes out and another message that goes out and another message that goes out until you start a conversation,
Yeah.
right? But if they do reply, then we leverage AI. And the conversation, instead of going directly to you to wait for you to get the message when you have time in between appointments and all of the other things that you're busy with every day running your business, then you've got to sit down, stare at a blank screen, figure out what email to write to this person that's perfect, that's on point, that's got your core values, that's got the perfect response, right? You got to write that response, then you got to send it back to them, then they're going to respond back to you, then you got to respond back to them. And it's this huge, like if you think about how much time you spend in your email inbox every day, it's incredible. And the amount
Yeah.
of brain power that you got to put into every single message. Well, we just eliminated all that. We said, look, take the message from the client, give it to ChatGPT, and we give ChatGPT a prompt that's specific to the campaign. So you're speaking to a past customer. Here's our company. Here's our core values. Here's how the way that we speak to our customers. Here's some examples of conversations that we've had. That prompt shows the AI how to write the message as if it's you. That message gets written, and then it gets sent to you. And you get an email or a text message, and it says, hey, this campaign is working. One of the contacts responded, and here's what they said. And here's what AI has written as a response. If you're okay with it, click here, and it will send the message.
Wow.
So it's a click of a button. If you don't like it, you take what ChatGPT has said, you go back to the prompt, and you say, hey, when somebody asks you this, don't say this, say it like this. And the AI learns. And it gets better and better every single time you interact with it. So eventually you get to a point where you can actually take this little buffer out. And AI, once your prompt is to the point where you're happy with it, you can actually take that section out and it will just respond to all of your emails and text messages and book your appointments for you. So what I have here on the screen, Steve, is a prompt. So I'll leave this up on the screen, but we can also put this in the show notes. I would like for you to give this away because this is very, very good. We have over 200 hours into the prompt engineering on these prompts that we're putting in here. But AI is constantly updating. So we're constantly updating our prompts. We're always making these better. But this is a great way for people to start working with AI. If you're in the mortgage industry and you're like, how do I get started with AI? Take this prompt, go put it into ChatGPT, and then ask it questions. So here are some sample outputs of what we've said. So we've given this prompt and it's told the AI all about us. So, hey, we're responding to our database. We've sent a message out to our database. We're getting responses. Somebody has asked, what are your rates? This is what ChatGPT wrote to a client that says, hey, what are rates doing right now? Hi, contact first name. Thanks for getting back to us. Interest rates have been quite dynamic recently, reflecting changes in the economic landscape. I'd be happy to provide you with the latest information on how it might affect your mortgage or any future financial plans that you have. Would you prefer to discuss this over a quick phone call or a virtual meeting? I can make sure to have all the current details at hand to give you a comprehensive overview. You can easily book a time that suits you using this link. And then there's a smart link
Yeah.
inside the email that gets sent back to the client where people click on it. Our software connects to all your calendars, shows the available times when you want appointments to be booked, and AI is booking you appointments automatically. Then it says, understanding interest rates is crucial when considering refinancing or purchasing, and we're here to make sure you have all the facts to make an informed decision. And while we're on the topic of finances, if you have friends, family members, or coworkers who could benefit from a personalized discussion about their mortgage options, please feel free to introduce them to us. We're committed to providing a top-notch service. We're
Doesn't that look
committed to
familiar?
top-notch service. Looking forward to your reply, and thank you once again for your trust in us. Best regards.
I
So it's
love
taken
it. Yeah.
your scripting
Yeah.
and turn that. Now, anybody can say anything into this AI.
Yeah.
And because it knows the fundamentals of the scripting,
Yeah.
it turns it around every single time. It's absolutely phenomenal. So, another example, my brother-in-law is thinking about buying his first house. Can you help him? And it goes on like, fantastic news about your brother-in-law. We're delighted to help him navigate the journey of buying his first home. To get started, can you provide me with the best way to contact him? Or if you prefer, share my contact information. It literally goes through with, here's how to book the
It's
appointment
amazing. Yeah.
and personalized response. But the thing that I love most is, I'll skip down here to the bottom. It says, P.S. We love helping families grow into their new homes, and it's a pleasure to be part of such a meaningful moment in your brother-in-law's life. Thank you for the opportunity.
I love it,
I
man.
mean, we like, can a personal assistant do it that good? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the power of it. They could over time. The question is, how long have they been with you? And they can't do it as fast
Yeah.
and as consistent and 24 hours a day. And regardless of how they feel, whether it's a holiday, a night, a weekend. I mean, that's the power of you're taking the intelligence that's currently available to speak in the voice of whoever it's working for to be a 24-hour, 7-day a week sales machine and do nothing but convert more of what they've already got.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
That's right.
amazing. It's huge.
And this is coming back from a prompt that hasn't even been trained on the business yet. If we
Yeah.
think about this is like a
Yeah.
baby level intelligence of
Yeah.
artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Once you start telling it, hey, don't say it like this, say it
Say
like
it like
this,
this. Mm-hmm.
it goes,
It's
it
game
goes
changer. Yeah.
game changer. Um, so obviously this is filling calendars. I don't want to go too far and too deep into this. And we have a blueprint that we have people follow when they implement the software with us. So we take everybody, we put them on an onboarding call, and we start to walk them down this blueprint that we have. But we start with your database. Then we go after what we call the low-hanging fruit machine, which is referral partners that have sent you business before, then the pre-approved and converting, an aged lead converter, the executive recruiter, which is getting appointments with a qualified list of realtors.
Yeah.
We have the AI show, financial planners. So AI can be applied to all of these areas of low-hanging fruit in your business. And we have this as an on-ramp for you because
Yeah.
once you understand and work with, oh, wait, AI can make me far more money because it's filling my calendar and saving me hours of time every day on communication that I was doing before. Once you have that aha moment, then you really start to open up to, okay, wait, AI can write all my social media content.
Yeah.
AI can help my underwriting processes. AI can help me with document collection. AI can, like, all of these other areas of the mortgage business that we can touch what I'm doing is I'm just getting people to dip their toe in the water by helping them make money. And that sounds a little bit weird, but it's like if we can take the daily success plan and automate it so that more people can experience the power of it
Yes,
by leveraging AI, I know we're going to change thousands of lives with
that's
this.
it. Hey, well, and somebody may be listening and they're saying, Chris, I hear all this. How do I dip my toe in the water? So you did something really cool. For all of our loan officer leadership podcast listeners and community, Chris has a landing page for you to go and check it out. He'll have a video there. You can check out how to actually implement it. So go to loanofficercrm.ai/LOLP. loanofficercrm.ai/LOLP. And for all of our listeners and community, this is how you get acclimated and see more about what this can do for you to help you convert more of what you've already got. I mean, look, if you take the automation and follow up, the automation and sending it out, pre-built funnels and emails and SMS, which are text, and heck, you can do ringless voicemails. You got a power dialer built into it. Appointment booking automation. You know what's amazing? Even the live chat widget, Chris, what you're doing is in this product that you've developed at loanofficercrm.ai/LOLP, you've taken the 10-15 years of what you've really been working on. We were together a couple of weeks ago in Tampa, and what I kept thinking of, people are like, how did you do it overnight? Well, it hadn't been an overnight. It's been an evolution of you started something and got better and better and better, and you realized, wow, if we took the old school that we know works and add it with the technology that'll compound your effects without doing more work, just a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of plug and play, how much would it change the lives of loan officers? And I think about what you've got in your system, which is a power dialer, appointment booking automation, live widgets, the emails, the text, the ringless voicemail. You've done something that will literally transform the lives of loan officers. And I agree 100%. There's two types of loan officers who embrace AI and become AI powered, and those who literally sit on the sidelines and say, I don't know what's happening. I don't know where my business is going. I don't even know if I can stay in business. And this is a crossroads, man. And so I love what you've done. I love what you're doing and your partnership with the loan officer leadership community, as well as with the mortgage marketing animals. I'm excited to see where we are a year from now when people say, bro, look at the even more results. And dude, we're going to have bots talking to us in a year from now, and you're going to be leading the charge. So I'm excited about it, bro.
Yes, we are. And so am I. And one of the things that I love most about it is the members of the Freedom Club and you and spending time with you and Carl and all of the members. Like, I think the Freedom Club event is a fantastic example of this because you got up and shared how you're changing open houses.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing the gift card for the open houses for realtors.
Yeah.
And there I was in the audience, knowing what we could do with AI conversations and the automatic appointment booking. And I came up to you at the back of the room. I said, Steve, we can get a QR code.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
scan the QR code when they walk into that open house. It will automatically collect their information through an opt-in, first name, last name, email, phone number, right? That will automatically go into the CRM. And the AI bot will automatically, within 5 minutes, reach out to that person who's been at the open house and said, hey, this is great. Let's get you some more information about your financing. And you and the realtor walk in on Monday morning to pre-booked appointments from that open house that was, and it's that masterminding of like,
Dude,
now
it's, yeah. Yeah.
we got the
Well,
foundation built. Now it's the community and all the
mm-hmm.
different
Mm-hmm.
ways that we can use it. I'm just so stoked. I think this is going to be just amazing.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and your brilliance on the A, I mean, that's a perfect example. And what I love is so many of our Freedom Club members in our Loan Officer Freedom podcast community, Loan Officer Leadership podcast community. You guys get it first before anyone else is even getting access to what Chris and the team have put together. So, hey, make sure to do this for me. Go to loanofficercrm.ai/LOLP. Check it out. It is an unbelievable tool that's going to help you advance your business. And we're confident in that. Any closing thoughts, Chris?
So you just made me realize this is the first time that I have, outside of that Freedom Club meeting, that I have talked publicly about this CRM. This is
Let's go.
literally the first
That's it.
time that people are going to be able to go check this out. So thank you for sharing, and for all of you, thank you for listening. And I would love to get questions and comments. I know that's hard to do on the podcast, but if you head into that community, or you're with Steve on Facebook, inside the groups there, the more we talk about AI, the more we're all going to grow together.
Mm.
And we, as people within the loan officer community, we need to be talking about this. We need to be leaning on each other so that we all lead this charge together. So get in as part of the community, lead in, and I can't wait to have a conversation with you.
Hey, don't you run a Facebook group, AI Facebook
Yes.
group? Where would they go to chat with you? Like if somebody says, "Hey, I want to jump in somewhere and chat," where would they go?
So Loan Officer AI group on Facebook. So if they
Okay.
just type in Loan Officer AI, or Loan Officer AI Carl White is probably
Yeah,
going to pull it up. My name's on there as well. But if you just type Loan Officer AI into the group section of Facebook, we're thousands of members in there, all loan officers, all talking about artificial intelligence and how we're
I love
automating
it.
it.
I love it. Hey, well, listen, thank you, listeners and community. Appreciate you being a part. I'm excited to see what continues to come from the AI powered loan officer, Chris Johnstone, such a great friend. And we love your partnership because you make us better. And where you're taking the fundamentals and just adding the 10x to it. I think about, I really do. 10x is easier than 2x when you're utilizing the right technology, the right partnerships, the right relationships. Hey, go to loanofficercrm.ai/LOLP. Chris has something special for you there. Make sure to check it out. And remember this, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Just get started. See ya.